Buongiorno, everyone. I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Oral Reports. Now, as I said in my blog of Spider-Man Far From Home, in about 2 days, I'll be heading overseas to Europe for 4 weeks. And even though I am visiting my relatives in Sardinia, Italy, and Corsica, France, I'm mostly looking forward to experiencing the several different cities on the mainland, like Amsterdam-Holland in the Netherlands, along with Naples, Venice, Pompeii, and Rome in Italy. Speaking of which, I realized that I never gotten around to talking about Rome on my blog show, and I hear it's got lots of history all over the place, and lots of landmarks to check out, like the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, the Pantheon, and more. And today's movie that I'll be blogging is not only a movie that takes place in Rome, but it also serves as a finale to an early 2000s Disney Channel Teen Sitcom show. Released on May 2nd, 2003, the movie is the Lizzie McGuire Movie. So, let's get started. During summer break, Lizzie McGuire and her closest friends head off on a school-sponsored journey to Rome. Before long, she makes the acquaintance of Paolo Vallisari, a local music sensation whose duet partner, Isabella, looks almost exactly like Lizzie. Since Paolo and his collaborator recently feuded, Lizzie agrees to stand in for the girl at a massive concert and pretend to sing while a recording plays. But when things don't go as planned, she must rely on her own vocal chops. So, what did I personally think of this movie? Well, to be quite honest, guys, I was a bit skeptical at first, but after seeing the movie, it was actually better than I thought it would be. But let's move on to Mustang notes. Like I said earlier, this movie serves as the finale to Lizzie McGuire's TV show. It's also produced by Stan Rogo and directed by Jim Fall, from a screenplay by Susan Estelle Jensen, along with Ed Decker and John J. Strauss. It was filmed on location in Rome, Italy in the fall of 2002. Almost all the series characters reprised their roles, except for Lelaine, then played by Miranda Sanchez, who left the series late in the second season to film the Disney Channel original movie You Wish. Her character was said to be on vacation with her family in Mexico City. Anyway, for those who are unfamiliar with the show, Lizzie McGuire is about a 13-year-old girl who dreams of being popular at school, with the help of her best friends, Miranda and Gordo. Many episodes center on Lizzie's life dealing with her family, mostly her parents, Joe and Sam, along with her younger brother, Matt, as well as normal teenage life issues. Lizzie has an animated alter ego that represents her feelings. And, like I said in my blog of the Hannah Montana movie, I'm not a fan of live-action television or teen sitcoms. I mostly prefer animated shows. But, to me, this movie by itself is not that bad. Plus, the setting and atmosphere in Rome is making me really hyped to go there while I'm on vacation in Europe. Also, I'm surprised that Lizzie and her classmates are visiting this beautiful city for 2 weeks, which is the same amount of days that I'll be staying while visiting my relatives in Sardinia. Also, one of my favorite parts in this movie is when Lizzie goes on a little tour around Rome while riding with Paolo on his Vespa. Plus, I think this movie has a very underrated soundtrack. While most of the songs in this movie are then popular pop songs, my favorite song in this movie is called What Dreams Are Made Of, performed by Lizzie McGuire at the Italian Music Awards, which is held at the Roman Colosseum. What I like about this song is that it's very upbeat and catchy, and I like when Lizzie and Isabella sing together for the first part of the song, and when Lizzie is joined by a dance team. Anyway, now that we're done with Mustang notes, let's move on to the cast. Our title character, Lizzie McGuire, is played by Hilary Duff, whom I talked about in my blogs of Casper Meets Wendy and the horrendous food fight movie. In my eyes, Lizzie is a sweet, beautiful, and honest teenage girl who always knows when to do the right thing. However, in this film, Lizzie feels less confident, and she doesn't really believe that she can sing in front of an audience as well as make a public speech. But I like that during her trip in Rome, Lizzie plans to have a little adventure, which is something that I would want while on my upcoming vacation. Also, I think the comments that Lizzie's animated counterpart makes are both cute and pretty funny. Lizzie's best friend, David Gordon, aka Gordo, is played by Adam Lambert. I really like this character. I mean, not only is he intelligent and practical, but he also offers sarcasm and good advice. Plus, I think he's a very loyal friend, like during the scenes where he's trying to cover for Lizzie while she's with Paolo Vallisari. More on him later. Next we have the chaperone for the movie, Miss Angela Ungermeyer, the future principal of Lizzie's high school, played by Alex Borstein, who got to be in Paranorman and the Angry Birds movie. Makes me glad that I'm boycotting its stupid sequel. Anyway, I like her too. I mean, sure, she may look strict and tough, but I think she's a great tour guide while guiding her group around Rome, and she has some of the funniest lines in the movie. Our next character is Paolo Vallisari, played by Yanni Gelman, who got to be in Jason X and 47 Meters Down. This guy is a famous Italian pop star and our main antagonist. At first, Paolo seems like a charming guy, but after meeting Lizzie at the Trevi Fountain, he plans to use her in order to avoid getting sued for breach of contract. And he also plans to make it look like Isabella can't sing, when in reality, it is Paolo who lip syncs. Next we have Paolo's former partner, Isabella Parigi, also played by Hilary Duff, though her singing voice is provided by Hilary's sister, Haley Duff. After Gordo is punished and sent to the airport, he comes across Isabella trying to demand an explanation for a tabloid featuring a photograph of Lizzie with Paolo. In my opinion, Isabella is not only identical to Lizzie, but she's also very pretty and good-natured. Plus, I like that she joins up with Gordo to stop Paolo from making a fool out of Lizzie on stage, and I like when she introduces Lizzie to the audience. Next we have Sergei, Paolo's bodyguard, played by Brendan Kelly. To me, Sergei seems like a supportive character due to him helping Paolo and Lizzie, but after Paolo is exposed as a fraud, Sergei tells him off and quits. Plus, I think Sergei may have a crush on Miss Ungermeyer. As for the other characters, we have Robert Carradine and Haley Todd as Lizzie's parents, Sam and Joe, Jake Thomas as Lizzie's little brother Matt, who likes to make videos in order to embarrass, tease, or blackmail his sister, as well as Lizzie's classmate Ethan Kraft, played by Clayton Snyder, who becomes Gordo's roommate, and Lizzie's popular ex-best friend, Kate Sanders, played by Ashley Brillat. And now let's move on to my final words. Overall, the Lizzie McGuire movie is a pretty decent film. The setting in Rome is very beautiful, and it's getting me excited to visit there. Several characters like Lizzie and Gordo are memorable, as well as Ethan and Kate. Miss Ungermeyer was a great tour guide, and I think Alex Borstein did a hardcore job. And Paolo was a pretty manipulative villain. Also, this movie has a great soundtrack. So, if any of you out there are fans of teen sitcoms or movies that take place in Rome, then be sure to check this movie out. I give this movie an 85% out of 100. Well, that's all for now, folks. Be sure to join me again for my next blog once I get home in the next 4 weeks. Mustang Power. Oh, and to all my Italian watchers out there, arrivederci! Mwah!